YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome back to the Battlefleet Gothic Armada Beta, where we're going to do some more Imperial Navy action here on my laptop. I'm actually a little further ahead than where I was on my desktop when I recorded the last one. So yes, it's recorded on my laptop, so you can see how different, if any, it looks there as I record it. I have a little bit more open here. I've got lots of light cruiser slots, some cruiser slots, and a battle cruiser. And I've got my first battle cruiser with a Nova cannon open here. And I've never even used the Nova cannon manually. I've just had it on like an auto use here. But let's go play a battle at this higher level. There's higher funds. There's going to be more ships, and then hopefully we can use this battle cruiser. And then once I show you this, we'll switch over. We'll go do some battles with like Chaos and the Orks and the others, and we'll go check them out too. So this is going to be me as the attacker. I'm fighting the Orks. The mission is data recovery. I suck at data recovery. They would give me one that I'm bad at. In data recovery, basically, we have to get up and do a lightning strike on the enemy ship that has the data, and then warp the ship away safely that gets it before the enemy can get it back. And that is going to be an interesting challenge. We have a lot of funds at our disposal here. So I'm going to bring... kind of thinking, what if we do this differently? Bring the light cruiser and a couple of sacrificial smaller vessels at this point. So if I do the battle cruiser, 3 light cruisers, because all 3 light cruisers can do lightning strikes, and then the sacrificial ships, I can kind of just use them to try and get in close. The Orc ships are a little more resilient than the Chaos ships, but there's some downsides to them as well. I don't recall exactly what that is at the moment. I love these little intro scenes. The music in this game is really great. And I apologize for the really loud noise. For some reason on my laptop, no matter what I do with the volume, the cutscenes are just like absurdly loud. Like absurdly loud, and it didn't do that on my desktop, but it does it on my laptop. Again, I do not know why. If I knew, I would try to fix it. Okay, let's get all our ships set up. I've got these 2 Cobra destroyers. I'm going to put them on the automatic lock-on ability, automatic torpedoes. And we'll do the automatic repairs so that these ships kind of help take care of themselves in combat. They're already set to broadside engage, which is what we want because we've got macro turrets. And you can see that I put armor-piercing ammunition. And that's why I'm keeping their, kind of like their engagement range. Ship will try and maintain engagement range up to 6,000. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep them basically within boarding range. Because that's where I get the most armor-piercing value out of that ammunition. Let's take a look at my main battle cruiser. I'm going to set some of these things to default. I'd kind of like to learn how to use the Nova cannon on my own, but I'm going to go ahead and default it to the AI control at this point. And I'm going to default to Imperium bomber squadrons, which these bomber squadrons will take off and do damage, basically, to the enemies around me. We've got several of these light cruisers. Again, let's set their abilities to automatic here so I don't have to micro all this. Actually, though, we don't want to set the lightning strikes to automatic, and not in data recovery, at least, I don't. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I need those lightning strikes. Like, if I steal the data and then the enemy steals it right back, I'm going to need to have another ship ready to deploy a lightning strike. But if I put it on, like, the auto use, it'll just use it at the first available moment that it thinks is good. And it can end up being a pretty bad deal for us. My Nova cannon already fired. I don't know if it hit anything. Yeah, the Nova cannon is extremely long range. And I don't know if the Nova cannon. We got to go over and engage the enemy though. I'm gonna try and move up a little bit faster than usual.
Course plotted. Engines to maximum.
Oh.
Ready. Underway.
I'm going to try and get my main battle cruiser outside that range. One of my ships got hit by the stasis field there by the Orks. So we're going to have to wait for the stasis field to come down. But yeah, this is the ship that we need to get the data off of.
Awaiting orders.
The Orks are dropping a bunch of their abilities on me. We need to push up and get through here, though. The sound still sounds very loud, so although the sounds are very cool, I'm going to come in here to the audio and just make sure that we get this all turned down just a little bit, because it seems very, very loud on my headset. Let's go ahead and resume here. So yeah, right now we've got some engagements going on with the different Ork vessels. I'm not terribly concerned with any of the Ork targets other than the one that has the data at the moment, so I'm gonna kind of just push through. A little bit blobby right here, and a couple of my ships are running into each other. The Orks will sometimes try and ram you, and they just rammed all over me right here. But at the same time, it's gonna end up damaging them pretty badly. I'm gonna push forward up here and see if we can lightning strike the target vessel. I have some very nice long-range turrets on my battle cruiser. The enemy ship can escape with the data. Oh, I thought that's what it just did. I was like, it can't escape with the data, and apparently it just did. We're gonna try and pin it up over here in the corner, get the data, and then make a break for it. Okay, so it's time to cease that. Let's see if we can get a lightning strike in just a moment. Let's try and pin the enemy ship in. Alright, lightning strike. Data lost. Let's try and get over here to the corner as quick as we can. And I'm just going to use these ships to try and cover. I've got to wait for 10 more seconds before I can go to warp. I'm just trying to get as far over to the corner as I can with this ship. And basically I'm just trying to engage the Ork ship here with everything I have left, while the other ship just gets ready to make to hyperspace. The Ork vessel is approaching me though, so let's get to warp. It might be able to get the data back here. This is why I say I kind of suck at this game mode. Oh, come on. Go, baby, go. Get into warp. Get into warp. Do it. Yeah. Made off with the data. What? No. No. Bullcrap. Did you see them steal that? Oh, my gosh. That's why I hate data recovery. They stole it back from me right when my ship warped away, and then I was trying to lightning strike them, and they got away like right when I was about to do the lightning strike. Gosh dang it, that's infuriating. Infuriating but fun. One more reason why I like this game. Dang it, man, we almost had it. Gosh. I still don't think I've ever won a data recovery mission. I don't think it's even that hard, but the AI just always weasels the data back away from me at the end of the battle. Absolutely drives me crazy. Hope y'all enjoyed this quick battle. Next time we'll take a look at maybe Chaos and some of the others. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.